Marc Marquez, the king from hell who came back to burn the track. This isn't just a comeback, it's a slaughter. 10 races left, 10 more chances to witness destruction. He didn't return for redemption. He returned to remind everyone why they feared him in the first place. Marc Marquez, 10 more times to kneel because the king is back. Let's stop pretending this is just a comeback season. Let's stop acting like what Marc Marquez is doing right now is normal, expected, or even human. What we're watching is a resurrection, but not the saintly kind. This is the return of a warlord, dragging every broken bone, every scar, and every bad take thrown at him over the last 5 years, right back onto the battlefield. And now he's armed with a Ducati, fire and steel, torque and vengeance. The story isn't that Marquez is winning. The story is that he's dominating again in a way that's not supposed to be possible. At age 32, with a rebuilt arm, on a bike people swore was built for Pecco, not him. And with 10 races still to go, the rest of the grid is basically locked in a torture chamber, hoping he trips. Spoiler, he won't. He's already been through hell. Now he's bringing it with him. 8 victories, 344 points, 1 message, I'm still that guy. Let's get the numbers out of the way because they don't lie. 8 Grand Prix wins from 12 sprint races, all but 1. 344 points. 120-point lead over second place, and it's his own brother. 8 perfect weekends, including Thailand, Qatar, Argentina, and Aragon. And the sickest part? This man crashed in Coda and Jerez and still built that kind of lead. He's not just racing the best, he's burying them under consistency, ruthlessness, and sheer psychological warfare. It's not domination, it's a damn cleansing. They called it a myth. Turns out it was just ignorance. Remember when they said Marquez didn't understand setup? That he just rode around problems with raw talent and kamikaze instincts? Matt Oxley, who actually does his homework, finally called it what it always was, a complete myth. From Honda's Santi Hernandez to Gresini's Frankie Carchedi to Ducati's Marco Rigamonti, every crew chief that's ever worked with Marc says the same thing. This dude is a weapon in the garage. Frankie said it best. If you're going to be crew chief to Marc Marquez, you're going to learn a hell of a lot. Marc doesn't just feel the bike. He builds the bike with feedback so surgical it turns engineers into disciples. He isn't just the fastest, he's also the smartest. And that's a deadly combo. From berserker to sniper, the evolution of the demon Leverstousing. Here's the thing, Marc didn't just come back swinging like it's 2019. He came back sharper, calmer, and more precise. Neil Hodgson, never shy with his takes, said it perfectly. He looks slower, but he's faster. Why? Because he's no longer killing the bike. He's using it. The guy who used to ride like a storm now rides like a shadow. Clean exits, measured throttle, brutal overtakes, but only when he knows they'll land. He's adapted to the Desmosdici like a tailor-made suit. This isn't just about surviving on a Ducati. He's rewiring it into a weapon of mass destruction. He's more humble than expected. Rigamonti. But here's the twist. You think after all he's been through, 6 surgeries, 3 years of agony, a public circus around his every move, he'd come back cocky? Nope. According to Rigamonti, Marc apologizes in debriefs. Let that sink in. The most feared man on the grid says sorry to his crew when things don't go right. That's not weakness, that's discipline. That's evolution. That's a man who's been broken and rebuilt from scratch, mentally and physically. Military-level training, 0 shortcuts. Every day off the bike is a day in the pain cave, and he's still not done. Rigamonti said it best. His right-hand corners are almost perfect now. Almost. Which means the moment he dials it 100%, the rest of the grid better start lighting candles. A championship incoming, and an old record about to die. This season isn't about whether he'll win the title. It's about how early he'll lock it. If he wins the 2025 championship, and let's be real, he's already got a hand on it, he'll have 7 Premier Class titles, equaling Rossi. But here's the kicker. He'll be the oldest MotoGP champion since Rossi's last in 2009. Except Marquez is 32. He'll break Rossi's age record. He'll tie his title count. And he's nowhere near finished. Let that ego bomb sink in. The legend machine, everyone's talking because everyone knows. Pick a day, any day, and you'll find a MotoGP legend talking about Marquez like he's not human. Giacomo Agostini said Marquez will break his records and that he's proud to witness it. Mick Doohan said only Marc could have done what he's done with that Honda. Even Casey Stoner, notoriously silent, called Marquez one of one. Meanwhile, Rossi's still talking about Sepang 2015 like it's a crime scene. Bitter, twisted, still blaming. While Marc, he's out here rewriting history books with one arm, one eye, and one mission to erase the shadow of any name before him. 10 more races, 10 more executions. Here's what you need to understand. There are 10 races left, 10 weekends where the sport gets reshaped in real time. For everyone else, it's 10 more nightmares. For Marc, it's 10 more chances to bury another piece of the myth that he was done. This isn't a sport to him anymore. This is war. Every weekend, someone else lines up thinking maybe this time he'll fall. But what they don't get is that he already fell. He fell at Jerez in 2020. He fell during every damn surgery. He fell when his body betrayed him and his team gave up on him. He's not afraid to fall. Because now, every time he hits the deck, he learns something. Every crash is data, every scar is knowledge, and every return lap is a warning shot. The throne was never vacant, just waiting. There's something poetic about watching Pecco, Martin, Fabio, and the rest trying to prove they're the new kings. Here's the truth they can't outrun. There's only one king, and he never abdicated. He just went underground, and now he's back, with blood in his eyes, steel in his bones, and a desmosedici that sounds like a chainsaw coming for your soul. Every lap he leads, every pass he sticks, every title he's about to take, it's not just racing, it's punishment. Long live the king. No more debate. No more if healthy excuses. No more he can't adapt stories. You are witnessing the most brutal, complete, and poetic second act in motorsport history. 10 more races, 10 more weekends of pain for the grid, 10 more chapters in the legend of Marc Marquez. And when it's done, when the last race is over and the points are tallied, he won't just be a 7-time champ. He'll be the guy who came back from hell, not to survive, but to own the whole damn circus. Marc Marquez didn't just return to MotoGP. He came to end your legacy, torch your records, and laugh while you watch. You wanted a war? You got a goddamn massacre. Long live the king.